Hello, everybody. How's everybody doing? If you can hear me, please press one. It's good to see everybody. I figure I might as well come on a few minutes early and see what's going on. I see Dave and Sally stopped by ahead of time, and Nick. Hey, y'all. Hey, Michelle Meltdown. Thank you for sharing. Of course, my darling War is in here. I need War. I need to have War here because he helps me in the chat so much. And Christine, of course, I remember you. Of course, I remember you from the other chats. You're welcome to stay here and hang out with us. I still get really nervous because one time I talked for 10 minutes and forgot to hit the live. I don't know if anybody else has done that before, but I thought I was doing something good and I was yak and completely missed it that day. Hey, Ruski, how are you doing, sweetie? Good to see you too. I figured we'd do a little true crime today. We got a good missing persons case going on. And it happens to be the type of missing person case with Nancy Guthrie. I think we all know Savannah. I think we all know her daughter Savannah. Savannah, hey Mr. Edwin, how are you doing? Good to see you. Thank you for coming in and saying hey. I think you all are familiar with Savannah probably. I don't know I'm trying to remember what news network it was she started out on. Well, she started out on Court TV many years ago. She started out on Court TV, and then she went over to the bigger networks, and she was the moderator in the was it the 2015, 16, 17 debates? Was it Democratic? I don't remember, but I know she did that. And also, something that was brought to my attention too, she had been interviewing the victims of Epstein. She interviewed Virginia Giuffre. She interviewed all those girls that she interviewed 5 or 6 girls that were victims. And they're wondering if maybe that might have had something to do with her mother Nancy getting gone, but they don't know that. They don't know that for a fact. But they're wondering because Nancy, the last time she was Saturday around 9 o'clock. She had been out to dinner with one of Savannah's sisters, and they dropped her home about 9 o'clock. She went in, and her um her pacemaker was disconnected from the devices from her iPhone, her iWatch, like around 2 p.m. was the last time her pacemaker synced with her devices. So they're thinking that must have been around the time somebody come in and got her. There was blood outside the front door, and I think they said some inside the house. She didn't go willingly, but they said right away she didn't just walk off. She didn't have dementia. She was her mind isn't her. She's got a good mind, but her mobility, she couldn't walk 50 yards by herself. So they're saying there's no way that she just wandered off. And the cameras were smashed. There was one in at by the front door, and one, I don't know if it was in the house or by the back, but they said they were both smashed, and they said that the films from it didn't go up to cloud, never downloaded to cloud, so they're trying to go to that company nesting to their servers to try to find out. But there are some news networks reporting things that aren't true, and they're going to get in trouble. There's a couple of networks that are reporting certain people as being suspects and all that, and it's not true. And I'm not even gonna name any names as far as that goes, because it's like they said, the Guthrie family is considering suing some people. So yeah, so we're not gonna even but the property was searched for an hour, at least an hour, and then they called the police. But they said what happened was is she didn't show up to church. She didn't show up to church Sunday, and that's one of the ladies from church called and said, "Hey, she didn't show up." So I'm and the family's asking for proof of life, and she has those necessary medications and today's day 5. They were saying her being without those medications for 48 hours was bad. Here we are on day 5. I think yes, today's day 5, and yeah, she had been like I say, they you can't they are gonna gonna look into the family first. That's only natural. Like when Polly Class got missing, her dad went right on up there and said, "Hey, look at me, rule me out, do what you got to do, so we can find out who took her." So yeah, they look in first and then spread their investigation out to looking at everybody else. And like I say, they didn't think, they were saying at first they didn't think it had anything to do with who Savannah is, but how do they really know that? They're supposed to be doing a press conference sometime today. So we'll find out. It's just scary to think because, the FBI was saying that elderly abduction is really, really rare. Most of the time when an elderly person goes missing, it's because they have walked off, they've wandered off and maybe fall and get hurt, get lost, whatever like that. So yeah, the brother-in-law, yeah, Edwin, they're saying that's not true. They're saying now that that's not true. They're saying the sister and the brother-in-law are not suspects at all, that somebody jumped the gun, is what I was hearing a while ago. On another channel, I heard, that the Guthrie family's kind of mad that that was being said by a couple of news outlets were saying that. And I was like, ooh, yeah, yeah, yeah. And they said that, just think about it. She was probably asleep. Just think about, hey, Soto, how you doing, sweetie? Good to see you. Yeah, just think about it. Think about, hey, Professor Doggy, good to see you. Just think about it. She was probably asleep in her bed and somebody, 84 years old, somebody comes in there and, oh, come on. Chris said it was a MAGA person. I guarantee it. Probably. Nothing would surprise me. Nothing. But I'm wondering because they whoever it was, I would love to see the ransom note. They did get a ransom note, and there was a big request for a large amount of Bitcoin. Why Bitcoin? I don't quite understand. But they did backtrack that Bitcoin, and they said it's a legitimate address. So, but I hadn't listened to anything in the last little while. Like I said, I know they're doing a press conference. And the sheriff, he acts so nervous. This must be something new to him because he was all nervous acting. But yeah. So they want a proof of life. So I'm wondering, yeah, they're saying without the medicines, and especially it showed blood. I'm wondering how bad she was hurt because she must have really, really fought. She must. Oh, I see you, Soto. I seen the hey. Oh, let me see. Nobody's deleting anything. I'm sitting here watching it, Soto. But yeah. They were saying. So I don't know if the sister's car was really towed or not. I don't know if any of that's true or not. I don't want to say much. So I don't want to get myself in trouble because, yeah, they were really, really mad. But yeah, they're trying to find out about the cameras, and I don't know how long it takes. These companies are funny. What are you typing in, Soto? I wonder what the problem is because I'm sitting here watching it, and I'm not seeing your comments appear. I'm not seeing them appear, and then it's like they're being deleted. So I wonder if it's a YouTube glitch. I've been hearing people say that for a little while now. Yeah. Does anybody want to come up? If I can figure out how to drop the link again, I would let somebody come up. But yeah, and I'm still paying attention to the Rob Reiner case too. But yeah, with Savannah being, I hadn't thought anything about the Epstein connection. I hadn't thought a thing about that until I saw a thing a while ago that reminded me because I don't really watch the news anymore. I got here a couple of years ago. I got myself really with the elections and stuff. I was like sitting watching it and just changing channels and stuff. And now I'm not. I'm not going down that rabbit hole again. So I don't know if anything, what's going on in the last few minutes because I haven't had a chance to look. But okay, have a good day, Mr. Edwin. Have a good day. But yeah, with the in the Reiner case, the next thing on the Reiner case is the end of the month. Because they wanted to give the because Alan Jackson, that big money attorney, quit, so now he's got a public defender, and they're trying to give the public defender time to get familiar with the case and everything. So it's going to be like February 20 something before he's back in court. And I think he's trying to play crazy in jail, but it's not going to work. It's just not going to work. Hey, Richie J, how are you doing? Good to see you. Yeah, they're going through now. Yeah, yeah, I can see. Hey, hey, AJ, good to see you. Brooklyn Music Syndicate, good to see you. But yeah, yeah. So it's hard to say. Well, his case, we know he did it, and we know he's just spoiled rotten. So was a spoiled rotten kid in the first place. So you know how that goes. But let me see if I can remember how to drop the link. Let me see. Oh, here we go. I can remember. Here we go. Copy. Okay. And I'm going to drop it. And if anybody wants to come up with me, I'll let you come up because it makes things more interesting. There we go. There we go. I dropped it. Let's see if we get any action. But okay, Richie, you're my UK friend. That get somebody different up here. Let me see. Let me see. Let me see. There we go. Yep. Okay. Somebody grab the link. I'll let you on. But yeah, we'll see what happens with the Guthrie case. Because, like I say, she wanted proof of life, and as far as I know, just as far as I know, they hadn't even got that yet. So I mean, I don't understand. Usually I hope nothing bad's happened because, like I say, we're on day 5, and there's been, but the cops are not gonna. I tell you, I would love to see the ransom note. They're not gonna tell us anything though. They're just not. They're not gonna. Okay, let me see. I got somebody back here. I see you. Let me see. Add to the. There we go.
Hello.
Hey, I got you. How you doing?
Just chilling, just eating my tea.
Yeah, y'all are. What time is it over there? About 6 o'clock.
Yeah, bang on 6:08 p.m.
Yeah, y'all are quite a bit ahead of us. I like that accent. So, how's things going over there in the UK?
Pretty good for me. I'm just making YouTube videos. I'm keeping out of trouble.
Yeah, yeah, that's all you can do. I try to stay out of it myself. But I say I'm not going to do drama, and I try not to.
Good.
I really try not to because it's so easy to get pulled in.
Yep.
And I have to be careful. I have to be careful about what I say, because I like to run my mouth sometimes, and it's just not worth it. But I mean, I'm not going to dox anybody or talk about anybody's family. I just don't do that.
Mm.
So what do
Oh
you do
yeah.
on? So are you good at doing the videos? I got to learn to do all that.
Yeah, pretty easy when you know how.
Yeah, I'm not. I need to try. I need a good program. I need to spend some money and get a good app, I guess.
Look on StreamYard in private chat. Left your message.
Let me see. Okay, I got you. I got you.
Thank you, teddy bear.
Um, but yeah, yeah. I try to. I hadn't done that many shows. I got to do more shows. I really do. Get busy and get lazy with it, and I need to really try to work harder and make it grow, because and the only way to do that is to come on. And people are going to say, "Oh my God, she's so boring." Well, I got to learn this like everybody else. So 322. I've got picked up a couple of subs. And hey, Jersey girl, good to see you, sweetheart. Come on up here, Jersey, if you want to. I can drop the link again. Jersey girl is a sweetheart. She's a good girl. But yeah, I just got to work harder, do more
Yeah,
shows.
I'm their moderator. Thank you, honey.
Oh, you're welcome, sweetie. I trust you. If I didn't trust you, I wouldn't have made you a moderator.
I'm moderators on some of my other friends' channels, so you can trust me.
Yeah. You're with Bam. You go on Bambi's too, right?
Yeah, I went on nurse the other night.
Yeah. How are you doing, Jersey girl? How's mom doing today? I know they have their good days and bad days like that. We were talking about Nancy Guthrie, Jersey girl, and I don't know if you've heard anything. You do you. That's funny. Yeah, I haven't heard anything new on her. Yeah, 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 yeah. So far, they haven't provided a proof of life. The ransom note, they demanded a big amount of Bitcoin, and they say that's a legitimate address. That, oh, you're okay. Just go ahead and mute yourself out if you want to eat, and I'll
Mm-hmm.
keep talking. But yeah, I didn't eat nothing yet. I had a piece of toast, and it's 1 o'clock, and all I've had so far all I've had is a piece of toast. I had a little bit of butter on it. Hey, Alex, fella, good to see you, sweetie. That's my guy. That's my guy. I hope everybody's keeping warm. I think everybody. I don't think I've talked to anybody that's. What else? We have a few Florida people, but for the most part, everybody that comes in here, it's been really cold. How's the weather by you, Richie? When you get an empty mouth, you can tell me. I like Homer Simpson. My favorite though is Bob's Burger. I like Bob's Burger. Louise is my spirit animal. I have the Louise ears, and they're so cute. I got them hanging up. I don't wear them. I would look stupid walking around with the Louise ears, but I love them. I love Louise. But yeah, everybody's freezing. The icicles hanging off everywhere. My neck of the woods even got snow, and it just freaks everybody out. It doesn't bother me that bad. Doesn't bother me that bad. I just stay inside because I'm a summer person. Never for the snow. Yeah, Richie J's up on the panel with me.
Hey, Jersey girl.
So what were you eating?
Hold on, I'll show you. One of them microwavable McMuffin burger thingies.
Oh, okay. What's your favorite thing to eat? I know y'all eat beans with breakfast, right?
Mm-hmm.
I can't imagine beans with breakfast and that is it
The,
blood sausage y'all eat too?
yeah, black pudding we call it.
Yeah, blood pudding. Ugh. And
Really
I might would
nice.
like it if I tried it. But yeah, beans, blood pudding, the sausages. And y'all call cookies biscuits.
And we call them cookies as well.
And cookies as well. But yeah, mushy peas. Mushy peas. That I saw somebody talking about a recipe with mushy peas, but I can't think of the name of it. Were the pills or were they mashed up and gravy put on them or something? I can't.
I don't know the name. I think I know what you mean, but I can't think of
Yeah,
it.
yeah, I can't think of the name of it now, but I was watching a thing about it yesterday, and I was like, oh. But I know some of our food's probably gross to you guys too. We do a lot. Well, a few things different. I was watching a girl. She was going through all the different things we call our food from what y'all call it. One of these days I'll get over there. So what are you close to London?
Not, hold on, let me look. I'll go on Google Maps and have a look. It's quicker that way.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right. If I remember how to do this.
I've always wanted to visit the palaces and all
I'm
the
about 2 hours and 32 minutes away from London. 103
Oh,
miles.
okay.
That's all I'm going to say. I
No,
don't
no,
want
you don't
Jersey
have to.
girl coming around and hug me.
Yeah, 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 yeah. I'd love to see the countryside, like Mapperton. I'd love to go there and see the Mapperton estate because I've seen it on TV. It's so pretty. The Earl of Sandwich. That's the Earl of Sandwich's estate. Are you into any of the royal stuff at all?
Nah, not really.
Yeah, most people I talk to could care less about it, But it just, I follow it because, because over here we have the president who wants to follow that. But the royals are just, they don't do anything important. I mean, they're just, I don't know the word I'm looking for, but um, they're just like they're celebrities, but they don't have really any power, do they? Because the government, the prime minister does everything else, so they just rich, just rich.
Hmm.
Anybody else want to come up? But yeah, yeah. I follow, the king. I don't think his health is so good. So I think William will be king pretty soon. Pretty soon, I think. Well, there's no way as old as the king is. He's in his 80s now. But yeah, yeah. I know I'm boring you guys. Everybody's leaving. I feel like this is a
You're
disaster.
not boring. You're lovely.
Feel like it's a
Oh.
disaster. So what kind of music are you into?
Oh, all sorts of music that I make.
Do you follow like Britney? I know a lot of people are really into Britney.
Hold on, Jersey Girl.
If you're going to
Someone
get
may
into
do this.
bloodlines, that's yeah. Well, exactly, War. Exactly. Getting into it gets interesting when you start going back. When you go way, way back into the Royals and back generations and generations and generations. Yeah,
Yeah, that's
feel
my
free.
channel.
Drop
There.
your channel.
Alright.
You can drop your channel. Go
I
right ahead.
dropped it. I went to my page, copied it.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's a lot of war with the Royals. There's a lot of inbred. A lot of they're related to each other. That's the thing with that. It's interesting. It's really interesting. I like to look back into like you know Henry and Queen Elizabeth and go try to go back way back as much as I can. But see, Michelle knows. She knows what I'm talking about. There's a lot because that's how rich people did it back then. They wanted to keep their money in the family, and the only way to do that is to marry somebody you're related to. And that
I'll be right back. Just got to use bathroom quick.
oh go ahead, sweetheart.
Thank you, gorgeous.
But yeah, when you go back, they wanted to keep it in, and they keep the money in the family, and they that's why they're a lot of them related. The royal thing, yes, Graceland. I've heard they've done a lot to Graceland. They've built that big hotel. They've really turned it into making some money. Now we could fall down a rabbit hole with Elvis too and Priscilla. I used to think Priscilla was just a saint, but I'm telling you what, here since Lisa Marie passed away and the lawsuit with Elvis Incorporated and all of that come out. I mean, her granddaughter had to sue her to get rid of her, to get her off the board. And to me, Priscilla and Elvis divorced 50 years ago, almost. She shouldn't have had any say so in that business at all. I mean, yes, she did bring it out of bankruptcy because when he died, everybody had their hands in his pocket and was getting money from him. So I will give her credit where credit's due because at the time, Lisa Marie was a little girl. Lisa Marie was 10 years old. Somebody had to manage it for her. But there was a lot of hinky stuff. Yeah, yeah, exactly. And they weren't married that long. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff that going on in there too. She was shady. Priscilla, they went together a long time, but then they weren't married that long. Yeah, exactly. They weren't. They went together longer, I think, than they were really married. But it was said that Elvis didn't really want to marry her. That her father, which was her stepfather, but he raised her. Long story there. But it was said that Colonel Bolu went to him and said, "Look, you've dated her. Yes, you've dated her family. You've dated her this long, and if you don't marry her, then I'm going to sue you for breach of promise or whatever it was. And they say that Elvis just felt backed in a corner. But like I say, I used to love Priscilla and think she could do no wrong. And like I say, until Lisa Marie passed away. And she pulled the plug on Lisa Marie at the hospital before the children could even get up there and say their goodbyes, before Riley and the twins could even get up there. That I thought was horrible. And she wants to be buried at Graceland. You're his ex-wife. But I think they had to give her that to get her off the board. You know, they had to give her something. Everything come out all right, Richie? Everything work out okay?
Yeah, I'm back there.
Yeah,
I'm in my onesie.
Yep.
Unicorn.
Yeah. I like Linda Thompson too, Michelle. I thought she was really pretty, and she's done really well honoring Elvis's memory, and she's, you know, not tried to overstep any boundaries or anything. Oh, Priscilla got real greedy. They were saying her son that she had by that can't think of his first name, his last name was Garcia. But her son's name's Navarone. He supposedly has had his hands in the Elvis money and said, well, I guess I'm going to be the most famous one now. Like, oh my God. I like that shirt. I like your sweatshirt.
It's not a sweatshirt, it's a onesie.
Well, I've got a onesie that's got the buffalo pattern on it where it's red and black. I've got one too, but I'm not wearing my onesie today. I like that. That's cute. I like that. Oh, that is so
yep,
cute.
Jersey girl.
We got a unicorn. That is so cute.
I like it. It's cute. I've got a Yoshi one as well.
It's a onesie, Jersey girl. What they are is like a onesie where
it's like a big jumper with a zip.
Yeah, it's a jumpsuit with a zipper. You know, I know what a onesie is. When I think of onesie, my babies want them.
I've always wanted one.
Yep, they've got feet in them, and they zip up, and they yep.
Michelle, thank you.
I love that. It is adorable. That is an adorable jumpsuit, colorful. I'm gonna get me one. I'm gonna have to get me one.
I've got them off Amazon, double XL.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to get me one. I like that. Give an update on the news for Nancy Guthrie. Keep your eye on it, Jersey girl, so you can let me know if did they get a proof of life yet. Let me switch it over and see if I can just do some lip reading over here on them. But yeah, I'm wondering if they provided a proof of life, because they're not just going to send out a large amount of money and not know if this poor woman's alive or not. I mean, that just ain't going to happen. So I hope so. I hope they took video and sent it, and I hope they come on and say, yeah, without saying it, I know the last time he spoke, he said kind of the same things he's been saying. And they're afraid to say much, which I understand that. Oh, I know you like the attention, Richie. I know you like the attention.
Yep.
Yeah, I think of a baby onesie too, but that's what it is. Your legs and all that, and it zips up or snaps up or whatever. Some zip, some snap.
Yeah, some got buttons.
Yep, some got buttons, and they're cute. Some even have, mine don't have the tail flap, the flap on the bottom on your butt. Do you have a tail flap on yours? Probably not. But
I've got a tail on this one.
Oh, yep. And like long johns back in the day when the older folks, the older men wore long johns. It's kind of like that too. Nothing yet. Yeah. 5 days. It makes you wonder after 5 days is something, I hope nothing bad happened and she's no longer with us. That would be horrible. But she did have life. The medicine she needed, they kind of said they were life-sustaining medications.
Thank you, Michelle. Love you.
Thank you, Michelle. Thank you for subbing. Yeah, everybody sub to Richie J. Richie, will you put Michelle's link in the chat for me?
Okie dokie, yeah, we'll do. Like her channel. Copy.
Yeah,
there you go, Michelle, teddy bear.
Everybody subbed to Michelle Meltdown,
I
please.
think that's the right channel. Yeah, I just went to the page and copy and pasted it.
Yeah. Yeah. Get some more subs over there. Yeah, I like the royal gossip and stuff. How do you feel about Diana, Michelle? I love Diana. I still love Diana. Nobody can say nothing bad about Diana. I love her. Beautiful lady. Beautiful lady. And William is my favorite royal. William and Kate. I love William and Kate. I
Yeah,
think,
they're really nice people. They are.
yes, they seem like it. Whenever I see them, clips of them and videos, they have such, Kate and William both have such positive energy, it seems like, around them. It seems like, and she's always smiling and got a glow about her. So I think she's just a beautiful lady. But now I don't like Harry and I don't like Meghan.
Oh, I hate them too.
I think that she took him away from his responsibilities. You know, she knew what she was marrying into. Yeah, Princess Margaret, yes. Yes, I really like her too. And I really looked into Wallace Simpson and Prince Edward. He abdicated for Wallace Simpson. Abdicated the throne, and that's how Queen Elizabeth's dad, his name Albert or George. One of the two became king. He would have never became king if that hadn't happened. She probably wouldn't. Well, maybe she might have become queen, but it would have been further down the line. But I think she did a good job for 70 years. I can't imagine. She didn't even have to break her own shoes in. They had somebody that walk around in her shoes for her. So that is something. Something, something. Some kind of life to never have to worry about it. Yeah, Diana and William. Diana. I just thought she's so pretty. Every picture, she never took a bad picture. Never. Every picture I ever seen of her, even one she didn't pose for, were great pictures. I would love to visit there someday, visit her grave, visit Althorpe. I just think the English countryside manors and the castles are beautiful. What about you, Richie? You like them castles?
Yeah, I think I've been there years ago.
Yeah, you guys hear about it all the time. You guys don't.
Yeah.
You guys don't just. You guys probably really see it for what it is. Us, it's we can't imagine. I can't imagine. Living that like that in that big of a bubble, having somebody just do everything for you, have people protecting them, people driving them. Although the Queen, it was said she loved to drive a Range Rover around her properties and all that, and around Balmoral, and the properties she had were just, yeah. The Queen Mum. Now I liked her. The Queen Mum strikes me as the type who would have told you to go f off in a second. I like the Queen Mum, and I like, yes, and her property. She lived in Clarence House, I think, where the King and what's her name live now. I finally accepted Camilla, but I just think if he'd have been allowed to be with her to begin with, a lot of the things that happened wouldn't happen. He should have been allowed to love who he loved. Although I just don't like what they did to Diana. I really don't like what they did to Diana. I do think he loves her, and I think she makes him happy. I think she loves him. So, hey, Robert B, good to see you, sweetie. How you doing? That Robert B, Sunburst 58. He's my guitar picker. He plays a mean guitar. Richie
And
J.
here's
He
my
does.
little one. Hold on, just get out of the way.
What, sweetheart?
Look on the screen. That's my little one. Yoshi.
Yeah, there he is. Got that Yoshi onesie. I like that. I like them all.
It's really cool. I think it cost me about £35 or something. So I got
Oh,
the green
really?
one.
Yeah. I think it's cool. I like them.
Thank you.
How many do you have?
I've got two now. I might get a third one end of the month, a Scooby Doo one.
Oh my goodness, you got to get Scooby Doo.
I'm going to. I looked it up. They do a double XL. That's good.
That would be cool. And
I'm definitely getting one.
I'm trying to think of what other ones I've seen, because there are so many of them.
Yeah, so many. Yeah,
That's cool though. I like that.
I'm definitely getting one. Nah, Michelle likes it. Ah, I love you, Michelle.
Yeah, I got to look. I'll have to look now and see the different ones they have.
They've got so many you can get in a day. It's crazy.
Yeah, they're big. They're very popular.
Yep.
Very popular because I know when my daughter got us ours at Christmas, she got us all the same kind, and we posed in them at Christmas Eve for a family picture, and we all had the same kind on. Me and my husband had, and the kids, the grandkids, and my her and my son-in-law. Everybody had on the same kind, and it made a good picture. And they're warm too. They're really warm.
Oh yeah, I got the fan turned on.
Yeah, yep. Yeah, I can't go to bed with I can't go to bed in it because I'll be sweating. But I'll wear it around the house like during the day
Cute.
or whatever. But yeah, I can't be hot when I'm sleeping. I get uncomfortable.
There we go. Better background.
Yeah, cute, cute, cute. So what's everybody up to this afternoon? Well, yeah, it's getting it. Well, it's not going to be long before it's bedtime for you because it's what 6:30 there, and it's 1:30 here. So we still got a little bit of day left. I got to figure out what I'm gonna cook for dinner this evening. I have no idea. Something easy, probably. Maybe spaghetti or something. I don't know. I'm kind of in the
Yeah.
mood for it. Oh, you're flirting with Michelle.
She liked me, I think. I'm in the onesie.
Yeah, Michelle's a sweetheart.
Yeah, I like
Real
her.
sweetheart. Yeah. How's that leg? I hadn't even had a chance to ask her how her leg was doing. But yeah. Anyway, I've been on here about 36 minutes. I think I'm gonna cut it short, Richie. I'm
Okie
glad
dokie.
I'm glad you came up with me.
That's okay, honey.
Next time I'll have you on with me again next time. I'll try to do this. I'll try to not for it not to be as long. Like I say, I get stuck in a rut
Yeah.
here. They're trying to find a digital footprint. Oh, the FBI is on the news now. Oh, okay.
Hey, Missy.
Yeah. Yes,
I
we.
think Michelle would be a really cool moderator. It's up to you, though. She's nice.
Yeah, she is a sweetheart. Let me see.
I
I'll
vote Michelle be a moderator because she's adorable.
there we go. I'll make her mod. I don't even care. Hopefully, I'll catch up in subs because I know when I first started. But I don't care. I trust you guys, and
Yeah,
like
I
I say, I
trust
don't
her.
have.
She's a good person.
Yeah, I've been knowing her from here for a minute. Yeah, I love to hear Robert B play. He's good. Oh, come on, guys.
Anything for you,
I knew I
Michelle.
would get a troll before the end of the day was over with. So I knew I would get a troll. Somebody trying to be cute. They have to. The trolls have to come out and play. I'll play with you. I'll just hit you in the head with my wrench. That's all.
Oh, I can chase them in the onesie. That'll get rid of them.
Yeah.
It probably would.
Yeah. Oh, the FBI has a $50,000 reward for info for Nancy.
Whoa.
That's a lot of money. And I think the Guthrie family is offering some kind of reward too. I think. Wow. I wonder if they have heard anything yet because like I say, they're gonna be careful with what they tell us because these people that got are probably crazy. So I hope yeah, they've had drones. I just saw somebody say they had drones. Yeah. They had drones flying over property. And it people are criticizing the sheriff, but his job isn't an easy job. He's trying to do the best he can. So Johnny Mac lost his. He got humped by a bear. Robert B. Johnny Mac did.
Hello,
Hey, Dottie.
something. Burst. Hello.
Hey, Sally. I'm glad you're listening. But yeah, I think I'm gonna let you go, Richie
Here's my
K.
other one.
Get off here.
Can't see it.
Thanks for coming. Let us know. Yeah, I'll come on again pretty soon.
Yeah, no problem.
Oh,
Well,
that's my Yoshi. Cute Yoshi.
yep.
But let me see. Let's see. I'm gonna knock you off, Richie, and I'm gonna end the show.
Okie dokie.
And I'll let you on next. We'll see you next time. Thanks for coming on with me.
All right.
All right, guys. I appreciate you for coming on. Appreciate everybody for coming to see me, and I'll see you guys next time.